Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to day two of healing yourself. I hope you guys had a good time yesterday reading your affirmations and remembering who you once were. Um, I remembered a lot of stuff yesterday, the moments of it, smiles, and all the additional adventures I've had with my family members. So, remembering was a moment of joy, definitely. Um, I hope everybody got a chance to make their picture who were not in class yesterday. But that picture was also very revealing of how we are and how we see ourselves. So please don't think any exercise or any portion of this is not significant. Let's take part, and let's take part in a way that we are all of us are here when we are in class. We are engaged and we are taking interest. And not only that, we are participating, asking the questions and feeling the things as we are, because only when you believe there is a change. All right. So let's start with today's part two reading. Today, you use your mirror to forgive the past and begin to love the beautiful child within. So at this moment, I want you to take a few breaths. Breathe that thought in. What is the mission today? Feel that the journey is for all of us. The journey is that we are believing what we are reading, right? So here goes. How are you and your inner child doing today? Are you getting to know each other a little better? I have found that working with the inner child is extremely valuable in helping to heal the hurts of the past. We are not always in touch with the feelings of the frightened little child within us. If your childhood was full of fear and physical or verbal abuse or battles, you may have a habit of mentally beating yourself up. When you do this, you are continuing to treat your inner child in much the same way. The child inside, however, has no place to go. Many of us have an inner child who is lost and lonely and feels rejected. Perhaps the only contact we have with our inner child for a long time is to scold and criticize it. Then we wonder why we are unhappy. We cannot reject we cannot reject a part of ourselves and still be in harmony within. So it's a very important part and a very important question we should ask ourselves. Why is there so much rejection? So let's use our mirror today. Move to look beyond our parents' limitation and connect with this lost child inside. Let's forgive the past and begin to love this beautiful child within. This child needs to know that you care. Most of us have buried many feelings and hurts from the past. Learning to love your inner child is going to take time. Take all the time you need. You should think that you have all the time for yourself. Most of the time, we believe that we don't have time for ourselves. We are so wrong. We have all the time for ourselves. So let's take this moment and make that vow that we have all the time for ourselves that we need, right? If you are there, only everything is there. So you come first. Return to these return to these exercises again and again till you get there, and you will get there. I promise. Your inner child still carries the belief you developed early on. If your parents had rigid ideas, you are now very hard on yourself, or you tend to build walls around yourself. Your inner child is probably still following your parents' rules. If you continue to pick on yourself for every mistake, I think I get very mad when I make a mistake. It must be very, very scary for your inner child to wake up in the morning thinking, what am my parents going to tell me to do today or be mad at me for today? So I guess some instincts we have and some instincts we adopt because we are all creatures of behavior. A lot of us have adopted a lot of things that we have grown up with. So be vigilant of these things as we work towards the exercise. Start remembering all of these items so that in our short period of reading, you're also recollecting because right now we have the energy and the moment of everybody around us. Things will become much clearer and much easier when we have everybody's energy in this group healing. So use the words as triggers to remember so that you will get to that moment of healing faster. What our parents did to us in the past was a product of their consciousness. We are all parents now. We are using our consciousness. If you are still refusing to take care of your inner child, you're stuck in your own resentment. Invariably, that means there is someone you still need to forgive. What resentment do you need to let go of? What haven't you forgiven yourself for? For now, visualize that you are taking your inner child by the hand and going everywhere together for a few days. See what joyous experiences you can have. This may sound silly, but please try it. It really works. Create a joyful life for yourself and your inner child. The universe will respond, and you will find a way to heal your inner child and the adult you together. So if I were to think about it, one of the most things that I wanted to do was to go to work with my father or some important place that I couldn't go. So I think I'll take my inner child to office today and have some fun. No matter what your early childhood was like, happy or sad, you and only you are in charge of your life now. You can spend your time blaming your parents or you can embrace love. Love is the biggest eraser. I know. It erases even the deepest and most painful memories because love goes deeper than anything else. Think for a moment. Do you want a life of pain or one of joy? The choice and power are always within you. Look into your eyes and love yourself and the child within. So let's affirm today together with the feeling, thinking of the feeling of love inside that I love my inner child. I love my inner child and I am in charge of my life now. I am boss. I love my inner child and I am in charge of my life now. So focus on the I because in the I is the magic. In the I is the ownership. In the I is where you are saying that you are in control. So let's do it one more time. I love my inner child. I am in charge of my life now. Okay. So we have made many promises today. We've made promise to remember our inner child. We have promised to have fun with our inner child. We have we have promised to go and do something with our inner child today. So let's not forget the promises. Let's keep them in our mind at the top of the list. So as we have made those promises and made our affirmations, let's move towards the mirror work exercise. All right. So what do we have here? So everybody, can you please take out your mirrors and look at the beautiful picture we made yesterday also together? All right. Our piece of art is making us proud today that we actually spent time with ourselves. We had a conversation with ourselves yesterday. So we did many things yesterday. So please, who have not completed the exercise, please go back and do them. Um, Only when you want to know somebody, you actually get a chance. When you are shy and lazy about that, you know, it takes longer. So if you get on board from the beginning, things change. All right. So now that we are have everything in front of us, let's take a moment right now and tell your inner child that you care. All right. So let's say these together, these affirmations as we're looking at the picture. I care about you. I love you. I really love you. Believe. Smile, not just outside. Smile from the inside when you say this. Because when you are smiling from the inside, that is only when the inner child will hear. I care about you. I love you. I really love you. Smile. Try to find your inner child in your eyes. He or she is there. So, as we are sitting in front of the mirror, continue to have your conversation with your inner child that we began yesterday. So, I have noticed in life that sometimes when you have uh, not paid attention to somebody, it's good to start with an apology because that softens the other person's heart that, okay, he knows that there was a mistake. So there is an apology there. So the next person, gives you a chance. He said, okay, at least he knows that this was not right. So let's be apologetic in our discussion as we start. So let's start with a sorry. Why? Because that sorry is that's going to create the opening. Because when you have ignored somebody for so long, why should I talk to you? You don't even know what you did, right? But that's where we are going to change this conversation because we're going to start with an apology that will create the opening, that will create the bond. Because there is realization. And where there is realization, that is the beginning of change. So we're going to start with the realization that there was something missing, that there was something not there, something that we had not remembered. So let's stay this together. So as we are looking at ourselves in the mirror, please have your mirrors in front of you. Okay. And we could open with an apology, saying something like this: I'm sorry. I haven't talked to you over the years. I am sorry. I scolded you for so long. I want to make up for all the time we spent apart from each other. So now there is acknowledgement that you have not been seeing your inner child. You have missed all those smiles. You have missed all those giggles that you could have had, the fun laughter. So there is acknowledgement. So let's say this together again. All right, one more time. Second time is the charm. All right, so as we're looking at our mirrors, we are starting with our apology and we are saying it with a lot of love in our heart so that our inner child can feel that we acknowledge what has happened and we are creating a new beginning. So I'm sorry I haven't talked to you over the years. I scolded you for so long. I want to make up for all the time we have spent apart from each other. All right. For some of us, it could be that we haven't talked to our inner child for 50, 60 years. Okay, that's a long time. It may take some time before you begin to feel like you are reconnecting, but be persistent. Eventually, you will make the connection. You will find the inner child inside. You may hear the inner child inside in a laughter. You may even see the inner child inside you. So, all right. So, I hope everybody had a chance to have a conversation. For this could be emotional. I am not joking. So, please take this seriously and try to apologize. I think a lot of times apology is the hardest thing because we always want the other person to apologize first. I don't know why that is the case. Every time there is something, I apologize first because I don't want to get mad or angry without and have that negativeness inside of me. I don't like negative. It sort of it takes my energy away. So I always stay in the positive. Even if I'm right, I'm wrong. It's okay. If it makes the other person happy, that's okay. So there should be no ego here. We should gladly, and we that is where the persistence will come. That you have to keep doing this. So if there is an emotion inside or you are emotional for any reason, it's okay to cry. Let it out. But keep talking to your child. The tears will be that breakthrough that you're looking for to connect with your child inside. So let's take a few more minutes to feel a closure to our conversation. Deep breaths for this moment. Create that moment in your mind that you have just tried to have a conversation with yourself and have made an official apology that we are sorry. Okay? All right. So let's move to the second part of our journey. Now that we have created a memory in our heart, let's create a little journal writing. The second hardest part to write. All right. So please get your journaling books out. So now we're going to try and remember a few things. So, when you were little, what did you really like to do? Write it down. Okay, let me also put my journal together. Okay, all right. So write down everything that comes first to your mind. Um, so what were the things that you really like to do? And the next is, okay, um, Oh, sorry, somebody keeps pinging me. How do I tell them to go away? Okay, sorry. Okay. So we are writing about what we really like to do when we were young, and when was the last time you did these things? Too often, the parents inside us will stop us from having the fun because it is not the adult thing to do. So now so one of the things we don't do that we actually enjoyed or used to enjoy is because we have to act grown up. So that's not fun. So um, at this moment, try to remember what you really enjoyed. Not being you right now, but being the the young, fun person you were. And definitely, uh, we also have our parent inside, which we say, no, no, that's not good. Let's not act like that. So don't worry about that. Just worry that what was it that you like to do. Let that come out. Let Sometimes we don't even remember. I even had a hard time remembering, but let's just try to remember. Okay. Now that we have remembered what we wanted or what was it was that we enjoyed doing, so let's put our journal down and go outside and play with your inner child. So this has a little extra exercise that I don't think we had planned for to go outside. Yeah, it's 4 something a.m. here, 4:50 a.m. But we can do that in a little mental way. Like I took you guys for a walk yesterday, right? So let's imagine that we are doing that. Um, so let's put our journal down. Now that we have what we are doing, that we love to do, let's put our journal down and let's close our eyes. Okay? Let's close our eyes and let's hold our inner child's hand. Okay? And let's imagine you are you're with your inner child and you're playing that game or you're doing what you did when you were younger that you enjoyed. And as we are doing that, let's also imagine that we decided, you know how kids are, we change our minds what we're playing in every five minutes. So now we decided that we need to go outside and there is a pile of leaves. Oh my God, that looks so much fun. Let's go jump on it. Let's let's crush all those leaves and let's make those crunchy noise those leaves make. Oh my God, that's the most fun to do in fall season. When all those leaves fall down, you have to jump on every one of them before you go to school. That's the only mission, to hear all those cracking sounds before you get on that bus. You have to hear all those leaves and jump on them. So go together with your inner self and let's complete that mission. Let's jump on all those leaves and hear those sounds. And let's remember what were the things we did when we were waiting for that bus to come outside or waiting for our yeah, go to school to meet our friends to learn. What games we played waiting for that bus. Remember those every morning. I would be fighting with my brothers. So be spontaneous. Think what else you were doing or you had wanted to remember to make a connection. So this is what we are trying to do. We are using the most happiest moments to make those connections with ourselves. So this way we can we can we can bring the connection alive with some joy, with some love, because that's love is the currency of human. feelings and emotions. So when you think in love, you will always be on the right side of the equation. So I'll give you a few more minutes to enjoy enjoy this picnic that we are having in our mind. All right. All right. That's too much fun. Come back. Come back. So now let's look at the next part of the exercise for today. We are going to have the heart thought for today. What happens when you are enjoying something, right? You want to keep doing it. So, but that what does that mean? Something has to change. So let's make that let's put that thought in our heart, right? I am willing to change and grow. I am willing to change and grow. No one else. You don't have to ask anybody's help. I I am willing to change and grow. Okay? Good. Please be very firm in your thought, in your heart, that its time is here and you are ready. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need anybody's help to change because you are ready to change. You have made that choice. Okay. So you are willing to learn new things because you do not know it all. You are willing to drop old concepts when they no longer work for you. You are willing to see your behavior and say, I don't want to do that anymore. You know you can become more of who you are, not become a better person. That would imply that you are not good enough, which isn't true, but more of you who you really are. So, one of the things which I sometimes really wonder is that we spend so much time with the negative. If if we meet somebody and they say something good about us, we will remember that only a few minutes. But if we get to know that somebody said something bad about us, oh my God, we are going to spend days and a lot more time on that feeling. Why? I should spend less time on the negative and more on the positive. See, I should be looking out and listening again and again what that person said good about me. But we live in an opposite world. We are going to work on and keep thinking about what was said was negative again and again in our mouth and put it um and park that feeling in our mind that no, that person said it, why did he say it, right? So that is something we have to sort of put an end to. If uh, so so remember that you don't have to believe the negative. You have to be vigilant of the negative, but you have to understand if it's something that you can check about yourself. Obviously sometimes we have negative habits which I will talk about in a few minutes. But so there is you are perfect at this moment, right? So let's take step away from the negative thought. So, growing and changing is exciting, even if you have to look at some painful things within yourself in order to do so. So, we are acknowledging that if I am to grow as a person, I have to change and I have to be fair about what I'm looking at. So, it can be painful to accept that there is something. But what is more painful when we don't accept and make it like something, a burden on our heart that we cannot change this? That's that is the what we have to step away from. Everything is fixable. There is a method to everything. And when you don't know, that is when you have to ask for help, right? We have to get an expert. We have to look at somebody who knows more than us, because a lot of times we are shy to change because we don't know how, right? So that's one other thing, that's the problem, that we don't take help, we don't ask for help. And and those are the moments when you're really serious about your change. You go and find your teacher, you go and find your master, you go and find the person who you know will help you when you ask. So we have a question: how to spend less time on negative? Yes, very good question. So like I was saying that there were two people you met. One said positive thing about you and one said negative thing about you. The poor positive person tried to help you, but the negative person won. Why? Because you gave more weightage to those words which were not for you. Instead of focusing on the positive, what you have, we tend to gravitate towards what we don't have. And that's what makes the balanced equation not balanced anymore. Because it is human tendency to look at what we don't have. Why? Because we live in a world of comparison. We are constantly measuring ourselves against somebody else. Oh, he has that, or she has that, oh, she knows that. Why I don't have? But we forget to count all the things that I have. So why is what I have not enough? I have been in that boat where when I started spirituality, I felt like the smallest person in the room. I didn't know anything. But what did I do? Did I just stop myself saying, "Oh, I don't know anything. I cannot learn anything"? No. I said, "No, the only way I can change is by trying, by learning, by growing." And that's how you change the negative, by looking at what is the cause of it and changing that cause. So I hope I answered your question. All right. So in our in our exercise, in our meeting today, we did a few things, right? We we met ourselves again, and this time it was not our first meeting. So I remember the first meeting with anybody can be very hard because you don't know what to say, and and it's about who should start talking first or who should listen. It's one of those. But the second time I meet somebody, I know if I want to meet that person or no. So this person definitely we want to meet. We want to keep meeting. So we came up with an apology that hello, I'm ready to uh, I'm ready to keep this relationship going, and I accept my shortcoming, and I'm ready to keep this relationship open and keep going. So we apologized ourselves, and then we started to remember things that brought joy to us. And when we start working with somebody on a common ground of friendship and love, that relationship has a flavor of its own, right? Because in this relationship, we are not trying to beat each other, we're not trying to outwit each other. We are trying to learn to have a good time with each other. So we are deciding what we are going to do today together. So please, in your heart and mind, have a moment or activity that you actually will be taking yourself with an inner child feeling within you. We have our thought of the day that we are willing to grow and we are willing to change, because change only comes when we believe and we make that firm affirmations that I am ready. That has to come from you. All right. So we'll go for meditation. Are there any more questions for today before we start? Because post that there will not be much time. Okay. I think we're looking good. So everybody, congratulations. We made some great progress today and we are looking good. So please close your eyes, get into your meditation position, fingers into fingers. All right. I will start the music. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Let's start with 3 deep breaths. Hold for a few seconds, then let go. Okay. One more time, please. One deep breath. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. So let's do what we did yesterday. Now we have done the talking. Let's go and do some walking. So hold the person's hand and let's go. Are you ready to have some fun? I am ready to have some fun. Let's go do something fun. We all have grown up with some superheroes. where we felt that they were person full of magic, person full of powers. So as we are walking today, be that superman or superwoman for that little person next to you. Be their superhero. Tell them, I am your future and I'm here to love you. Be that amazing being who can take care of everything, who can fight with everything, who knows so much more than them, who will help with the decisions, and who will always take care of him or her. Give yourself a hug. Feel that love which comes when you have comfort with that person. Tell your person how proud you are of them because they have already done so many things. They have learned how to walk. They have, but as they're walking, you cannot help but remember the first day they were here in this world, their first smile, their first cry. So share with them these words because it will make them happy because they don't remember this, but you do. Tell them how what a beautiful baby they are and what a good baby they were. So as you relive the past, sharing how good you were, let's move forward. Let's also start building our moments together where we are remembering all our milestones, our first word, our crawling. Oh wow, we are growing. Look at that. How many times I would have fallen before I took my first step. But did I stop? Did somebody change my mind? No. I knew what I had to do. I knew what I wanted to touch. Everybody else had to tiptoe around me. I knew what I wanted. It is such a great feeling to know what you want. Sometimes we keep doing things without knowing what we want, but I know what I want. Oh wow, look, time just flew by. I am not only walking, but my parents are taking me to school. It looks like the first day. My mom looks so scared to, to leave me at my school. I'm scared too, but I'm not scared at this moment because you are with me. Thank you for loving me. I am not afraid anymore. First day was hard, but I was excited about my lunch. My lunch box was the best part of this deal. I think I will go to school every day just because of the lunch box. Wow, time is flying. I have a big school bag now. It's very heavy. Too many books. Did I actually learn to read all of them? Wow, I should read more. We should read more together. Let's make a point. Being as magical you are, we are remembering each other and we are connecting time. And as we are walking through our important moments, we are remembering how I'm changing, how I'm growing. I'm afraid of this change. Why am I changing? I like the things as they were. I'm afraid to change. Can you please be with me? Oh wow, look at me. I look nothing like the picture you made of me. Look at me. I am growing. I am beautiful. I am excited. I love life. Look at me. I am the star of everything. I am amazing. I think I like somebody a lot. I don't know how to say it though. I'm afraid. It's okay. I don't have to tell that person. I can just keep loving that person. I think the person guessed that I'm in love with them, but they don't love me. It hurts a lot. Oh my God. Can I bear this pain? Why do I have to love this person? I cannot stop. It is so embarrassing. I'm beginning to understand myself, and I'm beginning to understand you, my little friend. Good. Love is hard, but it becomes easier now that I am here to love you and make sure that you never feel unloved. We will love each other, and that is all we need because the love of one person should make all the difference in our life. We are going to be there for each other. I will always love you. I will always be there for you, and I will take care of you. I am your person. So now we're done remembering the past. Let's take a walk to the future, my little friend. Let me show you where we are. See how beautiful our life is right now. Look around. Everything is beautiful. There have been some difficult times, some embarrassing moments, but that is part of life. That's okay. We made it. So look where we are. I am you, and you are me, and this is the future. And I'm only here today so that I can love you and know you are important. So I was in your past, I'm here in the present, and I will always be with you in your future. We can only heal when we let go. The past is what we cannot change. Does it matter? Now, what happened? Be in the present. What matters is now. What matters is what I can change, what I'm willing to change, how I'm willing to grow, what exciting projects I have given myself, all the energy that I have. I am going to be having fun in all of my changes. They're going to be tough, they're going to challenge me, but that is what I choose because I am ready. I am ready to change. It begins now. Before we go back, I want to make some promises. I am going to love you, not a little part of you, not just one moment of you. I am going to love all of you, whole of you, all your faults, all the things you think you're not good at, every little cell of you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Nothing or nobody can change that fact. You are amazing. And everything is well because I am living in the now. The future is there, but I'm not worried because I want to live in now. The past was there, but it doesn't matter because it's not there anymore. I want to live in now. I want to live with you in now because I want to do all the things that were fun now. I don't want to wait anymore. I don't want somebody to tell me what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. I am old enough to know what I want. I'm old enough to figure out who to ask for help. I am big enough, strong enough, talented enough. I am amazing. And you know the best part? I have somebody who loves me without any reason, who smiles when he just looks at me, who knows that if something happens, they'll come and rescue me. That is that amazing person I see in myself today. Wow. Where were you all this time? Why was I so alone? My future is so amazing. I am relaxed. I am happy. I am ready to go on this journey. Let's get started. I think I'm ready to go back now. But I'm going back all changed. I'm going back full of so much excitement to all that is coming. So let's start going back. Let's start going home. Home is where the heart is. So put your hands on your heart. Feel your home. I have been here all along. So when you want to find me, come home. Last 2 minutes. All right, everybody. Please start coming back. Okay, everybody. Take a few minutes to gather yourself from your magical journey that we had. Now that you know what to do, it should be something you do often. Go on your magical journey. Get all that energy. All right. I see one person is back. Welcome back. Let's see who we have. We have quite a few people to see you guys. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the meditation. Everything is a journey. So all of our souls are here together so we can heal and grow. Everybody finds something difficult, so we'll overcome them together. Just believe that part. Nothing is an accident. We are here together. Okay. Um, do you guys have any questions? We had a question on the negative part. I spoke a little bit about it. That how do we get out of that circle of spending so much time on the negative? So you should think of it like um, like a math problem. We always want to stay in the positive, right? So if I have finite energy, uh, so and I have to give energy to everything, and negative takes double the energy. So if I have only 10 bars of energy for the day, and I need 1 bar for every work I do, and then there's something negative comes along, and he says that that is demanding energy. So now that you don't have enough energy to finish your 10 tasks with 1 bars, how will you give double the energy to the negative? So think of it like that. Your negative things need double, eat up double the energy that you have. And when you are energy conscious, as we should be, we will never spend energy on the negative because it eats it up double. No profit, all loss. So think of it like that. Once you start thinking in terms of energy, you will stop wasting your time on negative because it does not give any profit. It takes away from you. So when the negative approaches, be on guard, redirect, observe. So one more thing, things that we find negative, ask why. That's one of the things which I've learned. The people who bother us, the things that we don't understand or make us feel negative, there is a lesson there. There is a reason there, they're there. There's nothing in your life is accident. Every person, every word, every experience is there for you to learn. So when you find that negative feeling, analyze it. Don't respond to it. I mean, sorry, don't react to it and don't respond to it. Just observe it and see, because some of the negativity is just our patterns also. There is no reason for it, but it is our habit to keep judging others, keep and judging others in such a way that they think negative of you. Why? They didn't say anything negative. Why are you thinking negative? Right? You are putting your the words for them in your by yourself. You're doing their job as well. That that doesn't help anybody. When I am saying everybody's lines in the drama, I'm only playing everybody. No, that doesn't work. That's not how it works. You let that person play their role. If they are negative, they'll come as negative. They let them be the villain. Why are you being the villain? So spend less time on negative by being conscious of how it impacts your energy, how it impacts you. So have a guard, be observer. If there is negative, note it down because the next time it will come, you will know was that this habit of yours that it's negative, or there is something really negative, or it is something that we need to work on changing in ourselves because of this negativeness. It could be a habit, it could be something bad that you feel or is not correct or is not appropriate. There could be so many things, right? uh, that we learn. But be the scientist about yourself, of how you are behaving, how you're reacting, because everything has a reason. So to heal, you have to change and you have to accept. You have to be bigger, you have to be better, you have to be stronger. Okay? So those are the only ways to change, to heal, to grow. I know today is a working day. Um, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to let you all guys go. have a lot of fun today. I know we are doing something together with ourselves. I know what I'm doing. I'm taking myself to work. So let's see all the wrong buttons I'm going to press today and do all the fun things I can imagine. So be creative, have fun with yourself. There's no one watching. So I'm going to let you guys go. Be here